Hello everyone, I'm Raul and welcome back to my live drawing and also welcome back to my channel. I will put the paper or blank paper. As you know, I want to keep the drawing clean, so my hand will be on the paper. I want to show you today what we're talking about and what we learn to do. As you can see, most of the part of the hair I just finished it myself, and I started a little bit from the short hair. Today we're learning important lesson how to draw realistic short hair. So let's see, in the tablet we have the reference photo, and we will learn how to do this white highlights and how to work gently with 8B grade. As you can see, we have a line also from the eyebrow into the hair is designed, and also we're working on this bottom side of the glasses. Thank you very much guys for your time spent with me. Hopefully you enjoyed my lessons, and let's get into it. Of course, we're working always with 8B grade, and if you remember yesterday I showed something guys. I'm using nail polish, just a small piece, so I can sharp as a needle my pencil. Now, because my pencil is already sharp, I'm going to do the first thing, which is most important, outlining. So we start with outlines. Following the reference photo, I'm going very light with this pencil, and because it's very good sharp, I'm not afraid about the outlines. As you can see, we don't press with the pencil when we do outlines. We're never pressing. We have the outside, the exterior, or the close to the background outlines. Now we get into the skin. Slowly we need to add the outlines into the skin. By the way, these outlines will be blue-red and also blend. We follow the reference photo for designing the outlines. For the first thing to do. As you can see, we have a line from the eyebrow. This is going round on the hair as well. We need to do this as well, so we try to find the perfect line from the eyebrow, and we're going light with soft touch on the paper into the hair, so we can have this designed line on the hair. Remember, it's only an outline. After we have the outline, we can work the designed part better using a few suppliers and 8B grade. Hopefully you like my lessons guys, and hopefully you can also learn from my lessons to upgrade your drawing skill. Don't worry, I will explain everything and I will present all necessary suppliers during the process for this lesson. As you can see, there's more way to draw outlines, by lines or by shade. I need to go with this outline by shade to don't lose also the shadows for the hair. I'm going to draw the bottom side of the glasses, which is just a small part. Of course, maybe you will see a little bit hard because it's about the outlines, but later adding the details will be more visible and nice looking. We will start with the bottom side, and we climb up to the top, mix together with the first part I already did. As you can see, detailed part on the top is done. So now we're working on the bottom side, and we're adding the first layer by lines, short lines. Because we're talking about the short hair drawing, we need to go with short lines. I'm following the reference photo. To don't lose the details, guys, you do the same. And I'm filling with a short line, same as you draw the fur for the cats or the dog with this short fur, is the same way to draw. And now you will see why I let this part shadowed on the glasses, so I can make the difference between the glasses and the hair. Remember, if you want to have good sharp pencil, as a needle, use nail polish. That's the hair for the after the ear, so everything is done slowly. I have the first layer by lining. You will see, guys, if you draw the short hair on a human portrait, or even on an animal portrait, you will see the shade is different by lines. If you remember, when we draw the skin, we're going with small circular motions to imitate close the skin. We need to go close with the drawing that we have to draw. Now we draw hair, so we're going with short lines. On this part, the hair is very short, so we need to imitate the part for the hair. I'm happy with these lines. I'm coming now with a soft makeup brush or blending stump, or whatever you like to use, is almost the same. I prefer always smooth soft makeup brush because it helps more better to push the graphite inside of the tooth of the paper. We need to follow for the next step. You will see short hair is quick to draw. It's easy, guys. Very easy tips. I will give you everything you need to know. For the next step, I'm going on dotting tool. Dotting tool is my special supplier. I have in more sizes, so when I buy dotting tool, I buy from Amazon, and was like 5 pieces of them. Now I'm using the little one, the small one, because this helped me to do realistic hair. White hair or animal fur is almost the same. We're going now to add the design, which will be erased with eraser, or in our case maybe we can use electric eraser, but everything is important to add the details where they are. Now with this dotting tool, I'm just dotting, helping the eraser more easy to highlighting. And you will see also when I'm coming with the pencil over the lines made by dotting tool, you know already the design, the details still there. The next step is the same by lines. I want to respect the same part of the drawing, but now I'm looking for the next layer, which is the second layer. I'm looking to build also the gradient. I need to do dark tone on the starting part of the hair, and I need to light inside. Some of the strands are lighter, some are darker. I'm coming with short lines, building this without any pressure, guys, because this need to be blended as well. For the second layer, we can check also for the details. With gentle pressure, we can add also the dark part for the short hair. I am 46 years old, guys, and as you know, I draw my self-portrait. And also I have a few white parts for the white hair. So I like to do them as well to make everything same as reference photo. And following the reference photo, we can do everything step by step. Of course, if you know how to use the supplier and the pencils. So that's why I'm here to show you how to use them, how to combine them to achieve realistic drawing. Because I have already the pencil sharp, I'm coming now to add a little bit the messy hair which is everywhere on a human and on an animal as well, but very light, not that much. As you can see, I started with a bit dark tone on this part. I'm coming now with blending stump. It's important to blend by parts, so I'm going on dark tone first, blurring this part, which is the started part. Now, as you can see, I have inside more tones, light and also dark. I like to finish with soft makeup brush, mixing the graphite inside. The way to do is just brush soft and check for the graphite when it gets into the tooth of the paper. Now that we need to do is check for the reference photo how dark tone you need to draw, you need to have. So it's not really dark tone, so that should be alright on this part. And we're coming with highlights. But remember, we have two types of highlights. We have very highlighted part, which is the white hair, and we have lighter parts for the hair. Let's see how to do both. For the very highlighted part, I'm using electric eraser. Very good sharp electric eraser. Also, I need to use nail polish. You know already my way to sharp eraser. Like this. I'm not doing this because it will jump on my paper, but I will show you how to work with this. So start eraser and keep on the nail polish. In this way you can erase and sharp the eraser as well. Make sure you never erase over the drawing. Maybe you forgot to clean or something like that, and when you touch with the pencil, won't be good. Always keep your drawing clean, so that means you don't need to have any rubbish or spots on the paper. Now I'm coming with electric eraser to add the white hair, but very light. Sophisticate, make sure you don't shake. You can go by dots, so you can draw perfectly. Now I need to do also light gray. How to do them? I'm working with Tombow Mono Zero eraser, of course very good sharp, as I sharp like yesterday, so I can work with short parts and small ones. Now following the reference photo, I'm going with this part. As you can see, if I erase only 1-2 times, this one become like a light gray because a few graphite is still in there. From now we're using Tombow Mono Zero eraser only to add the rest of the highlights, rest of the details. If you think you remove a little bit more from the graphite, just come back with a brush, soft makeup brush, because you should have some graphite on the brush and you can fix it. In this way, the highlights are light gray. Now we clean up slowly. We're doing the second part, which is this. We're taking the second one, which is the bottom of the line, yeah? So let's see how to build that. Same as I did this, we have the outlines. Now we need to go with rest part of the hair. We can go by shade. Very soft light lines where the shadow is. We're not worried now about the highlights, we just shade the layer. We need a layer to work on the layer, you know. You need to build something, you need to build a base so you can work on it. So by lines, short lines. Now as we're going up on the forehead side and on the top side of the head, the lines need to grow. So I have very short lines on the bottom side. Now the lines need to grow a little bit and they become bigger and bigger. Let's see how we can do this. I want to keep the same design, so following the reference photo, I'm going in the same way with the drawing. In this way, my drawing look realistic. Of course, again, we have to check the reference photo for the direction of the drawing, because we need to change the direction. Same as if you draw a puppy, you will see with the short fur, the direction when you draw the nose or the eyes, the direction is going everywhere to make the perfect skin for the puppy. Same on human portrait. We're working light with all necessary direction, respecting the direction. Again, we have the second layer. We need to make sure we have designed it very well. So check twice better before coming with a dark tone. Make sure you have well, so you can add the dark tone well as well. Okay, again I'm do soft makeup brush to blur this, because anyway this will be blurred. I need to respect the direction of the blurring, so I'm coming with the brush same as I draw. Actually, I'm going with a soft makeup brush on the lines that I draw. As you can see, slowly become light gray, which is good. We have the layer where to work. I'm coming with more shadows, checking now from the shadows. And because I have some graphite on the brush, I just carry on with this. If it's not enough, I can add more layers using 8B grade. The layer is darker, some of the parts, so I'm coming one more layer. But respecting the reference photo, I'm going in the same way. With short lines, of course. Okay, we have dark tone. I'm coming again with soft makeup brush. Just smooth light. You will see how the graphite is going inside of the tooth of the paper. I don't know what paper you're using, guys. I'm using for this portrait Canson Bristol paper, A3 size. It's very smooth and pure white. You can find this paper on my YouTube channel in the description of art supplier introduction video. Okay, we're coming with dark tone later. Now we take care of the highlights. We need to do same two types of highlights, but before this we're coming for the extra details with dotting tool. I'm taking bare tool lining with this. Sometimes are very small parts of the dots or lines, but really important for details. You won't believe how easy you can go with eraser over this dotting tool. But also you can try to use only your eraser. If it's good sharp, should work. Now because I just dotted this, I can come in with dark tone over, nothing happened. Let's add the dark tone. Now we need to focus, really need to focus on the way of the hair, the direction. And also we focus on the shadows. We don't need everywhere shadows, only where we need, we do the shadows. Actually we're following the reference photo, and the reference photo will tell us how to do. Also, I want to thank you very much for your time spent with me, to everyone, guys. Hopefully you're happy with my lessons. And also thank you for beautiful comments on TikTok page, for my videos. I do my best to come in with more tips. As you can see, every time when I found something good, I'm coming to you with the tips. I think which are very helpful also. As you can see, I did more shadows and it's looking like a soft white tiger. Now I need to blend this, and for this I'm using blending stone. I'm going on number 1 because it's a small part to draw. I don't know if you know or not. Also, you can draw using blending stone, because if you have graphite on a blending stone, you can draw dots like pores or shadows, small shadows. I'm adding the highlights now. I'm starting with the lighter one, which is not very highlighted. I'm using Tombow Mono Zero eraser to do this first highlights. Of course, very light touching of the eraser. I need this to be light gray. Remember, keep very good sharp eraser always and clean. I need more highlights, but this time more visible. I'm coming with electric eraser again, and I will dotting and lining where I need. That was the way that I draw Dwayne Johnson portrait skin. I use a lot of parts for the drawing with electric eraser to draw the pores, to draw the perfect skin. Now you will see this electric eraser is very helpful to add extra highlights. To make perfect drawing, just go by dotting. Try to go by dotting even if you draw lines, because it's more easy to draw. If you try to go with lines, the eraser might be slip on your paper, which is no good. First of all, try to learn how to work with electric eraser, and after that you can add extra details and extra highlights from your portraits. As you can see, slowly we're going close to the top one, but because the top one is dark tone, it's coming from the top side here. Now it's coming lighter on the bottom. So we respect also the gradient from dark to light. Now I have erased my paper. Need to be very careful to don't have any rubbish on the paper. I'm using this big brush, very soft and very helpful to clean the paper. As you can see also, I'm not keeping too long to move the graphite everywhere, so only 1-2 times, that's enough. Don't brush too much the paper, because you may push the graphite from the skin into the hair or different area. Thank you very much, Leon. I appreciate your comment and also your support. Now I'm adding only a few highlighted, very light highlighted parts, because it's about the skin. But also I highlighted this. I need to come in with the shadows over. I have very good sharp pencil, and I'm adding same as I did on the pores. As you can see, when I highlighted the pores, on the bottom of the pores I just touch light with pencil so I can draw the skin, the realistic skin. We do the same on the hair. We need the shadows for this extra highlights. I'm coming light with the pencil to build the shadows. As you can see, because we're working very gently, I'm coming only with light touching and light dots. I need to keep the perfect shadows. Remember, if you draw woman hair, you need to respect the direction of the hair where it's going always. If you draw short hair, you can trick or you can do different type of shades, because anyway you're coming to cover with highlights. But when you draw women's or girls or baby long hair, you need to be careful, you need to keep the same. Now I'm coming with a messy hair, which make the portrait looking more interesting. But now, because it's about the short hair, we're just adding a few parts for this outside. Of course, I'm following the reference photo to do this. I'm not doing because I want. As you can see, guys, yes, it's possible to work everything using only one pencil. So you don't need to worry now why I don't have HB grade, I don't have 2H, I don't have 4B. Just go straight away on 8B grade and try to do more grades on the paper. If you see you can do that, definitely you can draw a full portrait using only one pencil. That's why I build these lessons, guys, because I've seen and also I've been asked. I don't have 4B grade how to work with the portrait. I don't have that, I don't have that. Now it's easy, it's good to know. You can use also only one pencil, which is 8B grade. And why I selected 8B grade, because if you have to deal with dark tone, is the easiest way to do the dark tone using 8B grade. I like how it's looking. We need to just add the shape where the line is coming. So very light, I'm coming with lines. I need to build a line which is coming from the eyebrow. I'm sharpening a little bit this part, but as you can see, my pencil is going very light on the paper. Actually, always I'm working like this, light. That's why sometimes a portrait is taking a month to finish, or maybe longer. I have, as you can see, line very good made. Now we are happy with this. We can go further. Guys, one more thing, if you're not happy with the highlights that you make, just cover them with graphite, add a bit brush, smooth the paper, and you have the same color and the same tone. Now, very easily come back with electric eraser and rebuild the dots. Nothing happens if you do this. I wasn't happy with the dots on the side. I want to make the perfect drawing close the reference photo. So that's why I rebuild that side. Now I can say I'm happy and I can go further building the second part. And we finished the lesson with this part. Hopefully you enjoy it. Now we need to build a shape. Same as we started, we have already the shape. When you draw the outlines for the hair, don't go like this, long. Try to go zigzag or short lines. Try to go close with the hair drawing in the photo. Depends what hair you're drawing. If it's about the short hair. But remember, always go light on the paper so you can add and change the tone wherever you want. Thank you very much, George Portrait. I'm happy to hear that. Good luck with your drawing, by the way. And I'm happy, guys, to try everything I will teach you in my lessons. On this way, you can upgrade your drawing skill without, As you can see, I explain everything, how to use the pencils, the suppliers, so it will be more easy for you guys from now to work with the suppliers and the pencils. Now we need to build another part for the layer, the top side. And now, as I told you guys, for the first layer I need to check how long the hair is on the reference photo and where the shadows are. I build by lines, and you know already we brush with soft makeup brush. We need to smooth the paper also. Hopefully guys you have enough lessons on my YouTube channel so you can learn. And by the way, if you're a beginner and you just start to see my YouTube channel, you can go to search for more videos, because I have loads of lessons how to draw even the lace dress, even the hair, realistic hair, long hair, short hair, whatever you like to learn. We have also colored portraits lessons, live drawing. Just enjoy the journey that you want to learn. I will be happy to know you learn by my techniques. Now I'm looking for light shadows, which is coming from the skin. Close and the top side of the line I need to go same with short lines, because the hair is still short on this part. But also I'm careful for the direction of the hair, where it's going. As you can see, here is going straight on the top side, and on this part is going to the left a little bit. What happens if I draw straight? When I'm coming with a brush, I will not see the lines between the shadows, which is not good. Slowly, slowly the hair dimension is growing. And also this helped me to build in gradient. We almost finished the lesson guys, and after the lesson we going on the skin again, and we going with the ear and this part for the cheek. Or we can select on the left side this part. We will see which is more comfortable to draw. In the front side the hair is lighter, so I'm not coming with too many layers, but in the back is a bit darker. Here I can add more layers. This is also a way of shade by lines. I like to call this also shade, even if it's by lines, because it will cover my tooth of the paper. I'm coming with a soft brush so I can smooth this part, because I need the background, I need the wall where I need to work. So always we're looking to have a base and if you have the base, you can add details on the base. Again, I'm using soft makeup brush because I'm working with light tone, remember. It's very important, guys, if you need any suppliers and you don't know about them, check the art supplier introduction video and go in the description, and you will see on my YouTube channel loads of links where I buy the suppliers. They are not expensive, they are affordable for everyone. Look at that, how nice smooth become the hair, and I call this base or the background. I need something that I can work on it. Slowly I can add a few shadows, details, because we're working on the proportions, we're working on a small part. It's easy to add all necessary shadows and details. The harder job is on the skin, when we need to build also the shape on the face of the portrait. Now I will build the shadow for the line, make the line more visible with small dots. I'm just adding the part for the shadow, and I will move the shadow up slowly with lines. I like to have the design of the hair very well made, so that's why I'm going with small dots. And as you can see, I'm going light so I can change the value of the graphite. Cheers, mama. Cheers, Marț. Cum să fie marți sau miercuri? Luni, mă. Luni. Remember, guys, the next lesson is Wednesday, 6 o'clock p.m. England time, here on YouTube channel. I need to blend this part, smoothing the hair, make a realistic line. I'm not using soft makeup brush because I'm working with loads of dots. I'm using #1 blending stone. I'm going over, and slowly, as you can see, I push the graphite inside of the hair, not outside. I'm not looking to do the skin now, I'm looking to do the hair. So I'm pushing this part on the top side. Because I'm happy a little bit how it looks like, I can add now the highlights. So we can go close with the reference photo, we need to add the highlights. The way of drawing with dotting tool was an example for you guys if you are a beginner, if you want to do realistic drawing, and if you don't know how to use the electric eraser. I'm going to show you now only with electric eraser. I don't need dotting tool. Now I can do this with electric eraser. I'm coming to add some lines by dotting. As you can see, my eraser is rechargeable, is USB plug, and if I charge this, it will keep like 16 hours to work. Has very good sensitive bottom, which is very helpful for the artist to go easy with erasing. There's loads of electric erasers, but some of them are very hard touch of the bottom, which is hard for you to work with. I had one that before, and I think when I work with Dwayne Johnson portrait, I had one. And believe me guys, when I finished with the dotting for the skin, I was like pain on this part of the finger and this one, because I should press hard and keep also hard. Sometimes I shake it a little bit. Try to find electric eraser with sensitive buttons, which are very helpful for the artist to add details. As you can see how important details we can add using electric eraser, guys. And always we can go close with the reference photo. Remember, in the meantime, you can add some graphite on the top side of eraser. I'm using again nail polish to clean this, but now I'm not clean on the graphite that I use. Remember, I sharp my pencil on this part. I need to keep on the clean side. Now it's clean again. Very easy, I can add short, thin lines and dots. Look at that. Depends how sharp is eraser, you add beautiful details. As you can see, if I have eraser with sensitive bottom, it's more easy for me to add the details. It's not painful for my fingers and it's very helpful. Now we need to add the shadows. If you remember, we added a few shadows between the highlights. This time the hair is changing the value, and also add the dark hair, also the light one. To add the shadows, remember you need to have very good sharp pencil. If you remember, my way to sharp the pencil is sharp on a nail polish or sandpaper. Of course, after you sharp with sharpener. Depend where the highlight is coming, we need to add the shadows. For example, the highlights on my portrait is coming from the left. Of course, the shadow should be on the other side. So we're checking on this part, on the highlights. Some of the hair strands are shadowed on both sides, and if they are like this, we respect the reference photo. because the hair is very short on this part. Also, sometimes we can see the skin into the hair, so we build a few pores inside of it. The last thing to do for the hair is to add messy hair, which I like to do so. Always I'm checking for the extra details on my portraits. I'm going to the realism, so I do all necessary details. Same as I did on this part, I'm coming with a few short messy hair parts here. As you can see, I just completed a few shadows, building together the hair with the skin. I will smooth with soft makeup brush. The rest of the lines we blend with blending stone, not soft makeup brush. If you try to do with soft makeup brush, you will cover the highlights. If you work on a small proportion and small lines, work with number 1 blending stone. We have closed the lesson again. I want to thank you very much to everyone. Before to finish, I will show you the difference between the drawing and the reference photo. Let's see how close we gone and how many things we learned today. We can add a few small circles, emotions, just to imitate the skin which is coming from the hair. We need to do full portrait, so we do everything. Before to finish with this, I want to do the small parts for the skin, and I'm using blending stone, and I'm going by small circles because I have already graphite on blending stone. As you can see, I changed the value of the skin also. Now I need to add also highlights. How to add highlights? Because it's a small part, I'm coming with electric eraser. And if I do very highlighted dots, I can cover them with brush. It's important to have the dots where I need. Thus the perfect supplier can help me. That's the pores, guys. Now we build the pores, and I will zoom in so you can see how to build the pores. But don't worry, we're going to the next lesson, how to draw the skin, and you will see how to draw realistic pores. Now, as you can see, I just erased the dots. With the eraser I made some dots, and now I need skin on the bottom side of the dots. I'm just touching light with the pencil on the bottom side, same as I did on the rest of the skin. If you see, we draw only the hair, but these belong to the hair side, so we need to make them. Big thank to everyone, guys, who's staying with me live. I appreciate your support. Now, as you can see, I have graphite on the bottom of the dots. We need to blend and blur this part, make the skin looking more realistic. I'm coming with number 1 blending stone, not brush. Remember, we're not looking to cover the dots. We're looking to blend the bottom side. And very light, I'm going on this part of the graphite. As you can see, it will combine with the skin. Building the greasy or oily skin. Now I can call this end. Not before to finish with the messy hair. I will zoom out just a little bit so you can see clear. And following the reference photo, we add the details for the messy hair. Of course, with very good sharp pencil. I'm not working, guys, only with 8B grade. My portraits are made with mechanical pencil. I have 0305 Faber-Castell. I have Graph Gear 1000, which is perfect for drawing the skin. But I'm using 8B grade till the end of this lesson because I want to show you how to work with lights and also dark tone. As you can see how many beautiful details we can add if you respect the steps, and of course if we know how to use the pencils and suppliers. When you finish a few portraits drawing with me, guys, you become professional artist. If you try to use my techniques, you will see how easy it will be for you. Now I can call this end because I'm happy how it's looking. I will zoom out to see the difference between the drawing and also the reference photo. And what can I say? Just thank you to everyone. And thank you very much, Leon, Art by Sue, George Portrait for support. You are awesome, guys. You are my #1 supporters and also my wife. As you can see, look at that, how short and light I draw there. So I can go close with the reference photo. The same. I can't wait to see your drawing, guys. To see what you did, or if you do, I'm waiting for you to upload on Passion for Art to see if you need any help or if you're okay with that. Okay, let's check the reference photo. And I respect the highlights, the designed line, and also the bottom side change from dark to light. As you can see, the dark tone is on the top and it's going light on the bottom. Let's see how it's with us. We got the same drawing. It's too much light on this part. I will try to do on this one. So now it's better view. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you're happy with this lesson again. We did great job and we're moving on the skin Wednesday. Bye bye now. Have a good night. Yes, Art by Sue, I consider very good idea. I think about this one, and also I have a friend who doing this. Yes, I consider very well. You don't need to wondering, just let me know and that'd be great. Yes, of course. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Gata, mama, câte ceasul?